Alright, hi there. I'm going to make a quick video here real quick on how to make these ginormous 13-inch bulbs. So all these we buy them from Home Depot. They come apart on the inside here. You'll see that there's little batteries, there's a little cover. This is over that. Take that off. You don't need that anymore. Take the batteries out. And what I do is I drill a hole through the top. Go straight through all the way through the battery compartment. You can't really see. Oh, I guess we can do that. There you go. There you go. Through the battery compartment. If you shake, there's still some of the guts in there, but I don't really care. Like, they're just going to hang out in there, little wires and part of the little chip in there that runs this LED. We don't want this LED because it's not good. It doesn't do anything but just glow white. So, I use X-Connect connectors. Run them through the top, run them through the bottom, and then I attach mine to a strip of Holiday Coro Leaping Arch set. That's what these came from. Pixel strips. They are 12 volts. There is 18 individual pixels on it. They're ran by 6 controller pieces, chips. So technically there's only 6 pixels, but there's 18 little RGB LEDs. So with that, this is what it looks like when they're all lit up. It's kind of hard to tell. It will cast a shadow on the bulb sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. You won't even really notice it once they're all lit up and it's dark outside. When you put it on, it illuminates through the white and it looks really good. For more technical aspects of it all, when you do put these together, you do have to cut all the strips. So if you're not comfortable soldering and waterproofing your ends, then you're not going to want to be trying to do this. Oh, I can't focus. Focus on my end. All right, well, there you go. I just soldered the ends, and then hot glue them, and then put little waterproofing heat shrink, there you go, on it to seal them up. The bulbs that I have outside, I put a bunch of hot glue on top here so that when it rains it won't get wet. What I discovered was when I put the hot glue on it pre-show and put them all out there, as the sun got on and warmed them up, all the hot glue started melting and shifting, and then the cables, oh, my dog's barking, cables started making cracks in the hot glue. So what I recommend is get your show display up first, get your wires in the position, and then just put a bunch of hot glue all over it. I'm going to pause this for a sec. Alright, so it is relatively easy. The last year I did all this, I took all the screws out, took all the guts out, cleaned everything up, and then put everything back. This year I did not do that. This year I literally just grabbed a big drill and then drilled a hole through it big enough to fit the wires, fished the wires straight through it, out the other end. Come up with some sort of system. What I would do is, for my data in cable, I would shove that as far as I could all the way through, and then connect that one to the data in. Because if you're not paying attention and you're in a hurry like I was, I accidentally put the data out cable on the data inside of the LED strip, and that does not work because data only flows one direction. So yeah, come up with some sort of system so you keep track of what you're doing. I highly recommend only doing one bulb at a time. I tried to do like 3 or 4 in a row, and I just got overwhelmed and it was just chaos. I only have this little bit of a workstation, and it was just too much work. So make sure if you have the space, do what you gotta do. But I recommend doing one bulb at a time. I know some people have done where they just drill holes in the bottom of this, and if you drill 3, you can get 3 pixel nodes in each one of these. I did 8 pixel nodes in my previous ones that I have outside right now. I liked the way it looked, but it just wasn't bright enough. And those are only 5 volt pixels. These are 12 volt pixels now, so they have a little bit more power, a little bit brighter, a little more color balance. So I recommend that. Pucks, people are using pucks. They'll put pucks in here, take out this whole centerpiece, put a puck on it. I've never used a puck before, so I don't have any recommendations for that. But if it works well, it works well. How I had these last year, I had them going in a chain of, I had a tree with 48 or 84 pixels, a star with 20, and then the 18 bulbs or pixels in the bulb. And I had that going in a whole chain all the way to 640 pixels. it worked out really well. You can control each one of them. It all depends on how you program it in X-Lights. So if you learn to use the visualizer in X-Lights, it works really well to put them in line, and then you can group them together however you feel like you need to. Yeah, pause. All right, so these are my next ones that I'm going to start building. These are for Halloween. They're little lanterns with glass fronts and sides and a candle inside. And what I did is I cut out the hole in the bottom, took all the guts out here, took the light out of there, and let me see if I can get this shoved up in here to show you how this looks. Get up in there. So that's how that's going to look. So that's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the pixel strips from Holiday Decor's Arch set. They're in the waterproof casing, which helps, but you cannot bend these. These are metal strips. So I learned that the hard way by accidentally bending and twisting a couple of them, and they cut the data line or power line or whatever inside the actual LED strip got damaged, and so I didn't have any power going through it. So highly recommend just kind of lightly rolling them up, and then I just put a little zip tie on it. So they're actually pretty loose. They can come apart if I just pull it out. I'm not cinching them down or tightening them down too much. The worst thing is to damage your prop while you're trying to build it. So this one's gonna be a little bit trickier because I don't have as much space inside that little hole. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make it work. I thought about putting the pixels inside or underneath the top up here, but it just didn't quite look good. So I didn't like the way it displayed because I can't get that off. It lit up the whole thing and it kind of washed out the images. So I think with putting it inside the candle is gonna look really good. Other than that, yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Just drill a hole through the top to the bottom. You don't need to take out the insides of any of it. Make sure you waterproof the cord, the cable. Oh yeah, drill a hole in the bottom of your bulb. Do that. I didn't do that last year, and a couple of them in our heavy rainstorms literally filled up halfway with water. So don't do that. Drill holes. Okay. All right. That's it. This video went a lot longer than I expected it to. I don't know why, because I'm just rambling on. All right, everybody, have a great day.